NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. So the action is underway. We'll take you out now to our featured golfer here at number 1. Getting ready to start the round, Frank, what is the importance of getting off to a good start?
It's imperative, Rich, really. Try and find your rhythm, conditions of the golf course. Really get into the round as quick as you can. Rich, these players aren't getting a reprieve with the win right now.
Right from the start, the winds have been kicking pretty good.
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind in perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Ay, 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 ay. Let's roll. Wow. What's a choke look like? It's still not gonna work. It might. But if I hit that bunker, I'm gonna be mad. Let's roll.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
Sometimes you get breaks, and you got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Come on, baby. You should be good. It's gonna be good, baby.
Frank, the good players continue to play good golf, even if they're not winning or in the top 5.
Yeah, that position's starting to look a little brighter than what it was at the beginning of the day. Now in the top 25.
Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
Let's see what we can do, baby.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
I wasn't looking for that right there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Oh, shit. I have to get it up. Up.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough.
Try.
And he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot.
Definitely trying to get them on course, baby.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Shouldn't be. Boom. Let's go, baby.
Wow, that's disappointing. Chance to get too deep on one hole, and you leave it short.
Well, the good thing is he didn't miss it, right? It didn't go past and miss. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Okay. Still has a chance for birdie, too.
Right, okay. I like that positive attitude.
Even par early on. Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right. There's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction.
Good gravy. I don't quite know how to hit this. What's wrong?
What a great shot.
Let's go. Set up, baby. Sit.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots on the course here at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
Oh, boy.
Frank, this is what they call a short field, just 120 players, because it's an invitational, one of only 5 tournaments on the PGA Tour with invitational status.
Yeah, it's not just any invitational, too. It's an invitation from the king. You're safely on deck.
There we go.
Superb shot.
What do you like?
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Getting back on track.
A birdie will send him to 1 under on the leaderboard. Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
That's a nice one, baby.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. Second shot.
I don't like this at all. I don't necessarily need it to be in the air.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways. Under out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
I need to get it up there. Up.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank's starting to make the move.
Leaderboard very volatile at the moment, so a lot of move in that middle piece of the leaderboard. Top 20 so far.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, it's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball was.
Frank, nice to have a short iron into a par 4 here at Bay Hill, but still no guarantee that you'll make the birdie or even par.
But a reward for a good one, exactly the way you've described it. This is one hole that's a swing hole. Hit a good shot in here, you're going to have inside 10, 15 feet for a birdie. Make a mistake, then all of a sudden you're scratching your head. How did I make 5?
Come on.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Frank, talk to us about the 6th hole here at Bay Hill. Intimidating to look at as
I don't want to talk about it, Rich. I don't like the look of the hole. It's too tough. It intimidates everybody.
I can't imagine what players would be feeling walking up to this tee box.
Yeah, stand there. You'll find out. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there.
Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point.
We're going to roll.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. This from 7 feet. singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Clean this up with a tap. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Well, after that beast of a par 5, Frank, it is time to finesse one up on the green here at the par 3-7, just a little under 200 yards.
There's a big mound in the middle of this green. Flag's above it, and then you've got to be really precise. If it's short of it, you can use that mound as a backstop.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Settles in over the putt. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the cause.
Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under. Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design. Fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Frank, this is a pretty good par 4, the 8th. What about the approach shot?
Such intimidating second shot here at 8. I think it's the best one on the golf course, Rich. You can see very quickly why the goal is to hit your second shots nice and high and get them to land soft. This is what you have to do with your second at 8. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Has his par. It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
Wow.
Good contact, good result. Nothing wrong with that one. How about 300 yards and in the fairway? Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice strong breeze. This one's looking good. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Good solid work right there, and stays at 4 under. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine. Frank, the approach shot here to the par 4 10th. Decent chance for a birdie with a good shot?
It is really all about distance control. There's 4 different sections here at 10, but if you've got the right club in your hand, then you are looking directly at the flag.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par. Safely on the dance floor.
These putts keep the round together.
This is rough.
Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key here?
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, well, it's over 400 yards. I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11. Something in the fairway just short of that second bunker. And it sits up, 6 or a 7 iron. It's fine.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Arnold Palmer's legacy to golf is in so many different areas. We see it just in the way people react to the game, but really when we go to Bay Hill, it's the one golf course that you'll see you've been out there, his clubs are always on the back of a cart. He's ready to go to the range. It's almost in every little blade of grass out there because Arnold plays it whenever he can. The king, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Palmer. He lives and breathes at Bay Hill. And when the tournament comes around every March, it's a great reminder to not just Mr. Palmer, but also the golf course and all those little obstacles that he put in your way, water normally, and all the great events. And it's fun. It's a golf course, too, that anybody can play.
And when I think of Arnold Palmer, I think the young professionals could learn just a few things from one of the all-time greats. First of all, Reach out to the galleries, sign autographs.
Look him in the eye, too.
Make eye contact as he always did. Number 2, own your golf swing. Whatever it is, believe in it. May be a little different. It may not be by the book, but own it and be comfortable with it. And then I think number 3, go for it. That's what Arnie always did. Go for it at the risk of failure, because you'll never be great if you just lay back all the time. Arnie always went for it.
One little lesson, too, you reminded me there. The one common denominator with just about every great player is a good grip. Arnold Palmer learned that for his dad. So if you're picking up a golf club for the first time or playing it for the 100th time, remember, good grip will take you a long way.
Knocked that down for par, remains at 4 under. Now to the par 5 12th. Frank, how good of a scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get a par 5 at Bay Hill, got to take advantage of it.
Wow, Frank, look at that one out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. You can't leave an eagle putt short.
Now listen, anytime I left it short, I didn't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody you left it short.
All right, I won't say anything. Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Well, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. Third place, a really good position to be playing from here on in.
Frank, this is an interesting hole. It's a par 4 13th, and it isn't necessarily a driver off the tee. What are the options?
Yeah, you break it down, 250 off the tee, leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over-ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
14th hole, Frank, more than 200 yards, par 3. This is no picnic.
No, it plays a little longer than that too, slightly uphill. You've got to carry the ball onto the front of the screen. It will not run up.
I like the looks of this one. Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. And getting ready for the putt. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting. And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. After that good tee shot, Rich, it's time to take full advantage of it.
And this is one where he can really go after the whole location and maybe think about making birdie. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. That second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Not a huge miss, Frank, but did lose this just a little to the right.
Yeah, looks like it's going to catch a piece of the green, right?
Frankie's knocking them down and picking them up.
Oh, it's just taking pins out, one after the other.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly shorter because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short right, and of course the water, if you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course.
This is a good-looking shot. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
And he's putting for par now. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. Frank, this is a stout finishing hole, the 18th, isn't it?
Yeah, it finishes that great run of 16, 17, and 18, and so many times we've seen disaster and triumph just on those final 3 holes. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Well, Frank, this is one of the most famous shots in the whole sport of golf, the 2nd to 18 at Bay Hill.
And one of the most unpredictable, unless your name is Robert Gamers. Remember, he holed his second shot here to win the tournament many years ago. For some reason, the yardage book's almost got to be thrown away here at 18, Rich, because that second shot always plays longer or shorter than the actual number. So be a little lucky here, as well as good at 18.
That was a solid strike and a good result. Locked in on the read and the speed. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be.